What's happening, people? Back with another reaction, back with some more Ace of Base, and we're returning to the 2002 Capo album for the title track. I should point out the next tune in the playlist is a promo mix, so I'll try to come back and do that one much sooner than I would normally come back around. So yes, basically I'm doing a bunch of reactions, a bunch of deep dives, but my plan is to, in the next week or so, come back for the promo mix. Now, this regular or album version here is listed as a remastered version, so apparently this is not exactly how it would have sounded on the original album, if I'm reading that right. Nevertheless, I didn't train in music formally, but I took some music-related classes in college. My understanding is da capo, I think the literal meaning is like from the head. I think it's Italian, but I also think it means like to go back to the top, to repeat a phrase or a section from the beginning. So that would be my best guess, that this is referencing that musical phrase, and perhaps in the sonics it'll recapitulate a theme multiple times, or start a section over right as it's getting to the end. But yes, that is at best a speculation based on not entirely certain knowledge of the phrase. And of course it could be something else entirely. It could be a name or a title for someone. Either way, I'm curious. I will try to catch what I can on a first listen. This is Ace of Base. The track is Da Capo, and it's from the album of the same name, 2002. Wow. So first of all, sonically, that's got a lot of drive and oomph to it in the kick drum. So it felt like a track I would expect more to be like a 12-inch mix, or like a hard dance mix or even like hard house mix. I mean, the percussion really had a bit of a hard house feel. So it felt less like dance oriented pop track and more like straight away like dance club type of mix. So I enjoyed that certainly. And again, there were like heavier sounds and that I don't even know if it was like a bass synth or there was something that like had this heavy rhythm to it and it, sort of it would go single, single, and then there was like a triple. So I enjoyed that. But then up top there were these very like trance-like fluttering melodies, which I enjoyed. And then there's some vocal moments I liked a lot. Lyrically, I'm really not sure though. I mean, I heard like once again, so immediately I'm thinking, okay, like maybe it is about, coming back around again, coming back around and, just going through the same phrase, the same sequence again and again. But what was the line? It was something like, she's out in the dark and then she's like this other person's eternal property, or I think she's expressed some sentiment like that, which of course that might not be literal, but it feels like there's an undying devotion maybe to the person being addressed, but then it's like with like he or whoever can't hear her in their dream, is that right? Or maybe it was that they could hear in their dream, but then again talking about like dreams versus reality and maybe a disconnect or an inability, so the person's going to keep trying or something like that. So yeah, and then I wondered if it was da da da, like da capo, or whether it was like dot dot dot, like an ellipsis. So it's like the sort of unspoken moment where there's an implied meaning in not speaking. But yeah, I don't know how it all stitches together lyrically. But again, I enjoyed the energy of the tune. It had pace, it had some thump to it, and definitely a foot tapping type of track. Again, with some heavier low end sonics and some bright melodic sonics at the higher end. So I like the balance of the tune as well. So yeah, as I said, I'll be back in the not too distant future, much sooner than this relative to the previous Ace of Base reaction, and we'll go through the promo mix, I believe it's called. So yeah, do let me know what you think. Once again, shout out to Mikey and to Adam and to Pascal and others who've been part of this deep dive for a long time now. I do appreciate you. Let me know what you think. I'll see you for the next one. Peace.